guys, it's Tara, and welcome back to the channel. Yay! Pew, pew, pew. You guys, it is my 1 year anniversary on YouTube. Yes, I have been on YouTube for 1 year now, and how do I feel? I feel amazing. I feel happy. I feel really grateful, but I have learned a lot of things in this year, my first year as a YouTuber. So if you want to hear 10 brutally honest things that I have learned in this year, my first year as a YouTuber, then keep on watching. All right, y'all, I am going to start with the biggest one. Don't expect your friends and family to rally behind you and watch your YouTube videos. They won't. And they don't. Yeah, it's interesting because you think about yourself, right? And if you're a YouTuber, most likely you're like me. You're kind of like a cheerleader kind of person where you rally behind people and whatever they do, you support it and you just want to like help them as much as you possibly can, you know, like you think that that's what everybody's like, but everyone is not like that. Maybe they just got all their own going on. I don't know. But I kind of thought that like if every one of my friends who I know follows me, subscribes to me, then automatically I'll have a few thousand subscribers and this will be amazing. No, it doesn't work like that. At first, I was really surprised and disappointed because I had this, I guess, feeling that like, I support all my friends and all my family and everything you do. And like, if you started a YouTube channel, I would watch that hoe every week, without doubt, no doubt. I would be on your nuts, supporting you and sharing your story and doing all that. And yeah, that is not what happened. That's not what happened. I would totally watch all my friends' videos over and over and hype it and give it watch time and encourage everybody else. I would want them to get monetized as soon as possible and to be this huge success. But not everyone thinks like that. Why won't you turn on my video? Why won't you at least watch it in the background with the sound off to give me some watch time? Like, how hard is that? But it is what it is, and I got over that pretty quickly, and I just realized, you know what? Life is busy, and everyone is really just concerned about themselves and doing their own thing, so I just decided to not take it personally. And if my friends and family watch and love it, that's great. Sometimes I am talking about them. Sometimes I am spilling tea and they're gonna miss it, and that's fine. That's what you get for not watching. The good news is that your audience will come, and my audience did come from strangers and people who really get it, who really get me. And that's what it's all about. That's why I started this anyway. Well, that's not true. I decided to do YouTube as a creative outlet. And then once I started building community and talking to women, I was just like, oh, I'm building like a whole new group of friends. And eventually I think a lot of my friends and family did come around, and I was started from the bottom mountain. Yeah. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that right off the bat. If you think you're going to get this big, huge rally of support from your friends and family, no, it doesn't work like that. But that's okay, because your audience will come and they'll be real and they'll be authentic because they get it. Next, the second thing I learned is that consistency beats perfection every single time. In the beginning, I was editing like a maniac, like down to the millimeter, and I wanted to the millisecond, and I just wanted everything to be perfect. And I freaked out about shots and how my hair looked and how my face looked. And if I wiped my nose like I just did or stuttered over a word, I was looking for perfection, because when I looked at all the other YouTube people or the women that I like Politics and Fashion and Monroe Steele and Janae Naylor and Jeronica Mycia and I mean, just all my favorite YouTubers, to me, their content was perfection. But now that I've been in the game for a year, I can totally see how the reason I like them is because their content isn't perfect. It's consistent and it's real and it's them. I believe that I wasted a lot of time in the beginning waiting for the perfect lighting, for the perfect look, for my hair and makeup to be perfect. I got real and I realized as I progressed in YouTube why I was really doing this. And I was doing this because I wanted to express myself and find and curate more of a real, authentic Tara. And that has nothing to do with perfection. I am such a flawed person inside and out. And that's part of being a human. Stepping away from that need for perfection and going for authenticity and consistency has been the key for me. Every week I upload my video no matter what. And sometimes it's not absolutely perfect, or I don't think that the content is like, oh, this is the one. This is the one that's gonna knock them out. We never know. So I think what has been most important for me to feel like I'm staying connected to the community and staying authentic to myself is to just do this every single week. And yeah, it's been fun to look forward to that every week, connecting with the women that leave comments and, all the stuff we talk about. So perfection, no. Consistency, yes. That's what I've learned. Okay, next. You know what? Your first videos are probably gonna suck. Yeah, they're gonna suck. Mine did. My first video sucked so hard. Oh my God. When I look back at them, and I don't look back very much. Sometimes I will look back at a vlog when me and my boyfriend are trying to reminisce about a trip or something. But I look back and I freaking cringe. Jesus Christ. Y'all. So, not just in my everything. My cadence of voice, my filming style, my focusing, my look. Is that Milo? Are you trying to come in here? Y'all, hold on. Okay, that's another thing. Your pets, I don't have kids, so I'm sure kids would interrupt you, but this little guy interrupts me all the time, as we know. So, see, and now he's hitting the camera. Milo! All right, okay, I'm back. Where was I? Oh yeah, your videos suck. Or at least mine did. My first videos were so newbie, mediocre. They were just so mediocre, you guys. But there is a beauty in that. So prepare for your first videos to kind of suck. And we got to be okay with that, because what can you do? We're learning here, right? So nobody asked me for advice, but if I was giving advice to a new YouTuber, I would say, hit record, post it. That is enough. It really is, just to get started, to get something out there. And then it just gets a little better and a little better as you go. Or at least that's how it was for me. Now that I look back, those videos, you know what I've done before? I've gone to a YouTuber that I love, and I bet you guys have done this too. Watched a YouTuber you love, gone to their videos, and then reversed the search and looked at their earliest videos. And I love that, actually. I love seeing them as a newbie and figuring things out and the stuff they talked about. I want to see the house they were in and the equipment they were using and just how they've grown. And hopefully you guys can look and see how I've grown over the year and become a little better with being, in front of the camera. And for me, just being more authentic and honest and open. So yeah. Your first videos will suck very hard. Very, very hard if you're anything like me. Mine did. And I think they're better now. That's for you to decide. Oh, this would be a good time to ask for a thumbs up. Can I get a thumbs up, please? It's my birthday. My 1-year birthday on YouTube. Can I get a thumbs up? Okay, next. Oh yeah, the haters. We need the haters, because they need a job. Everyone needs a job, right? And so, haters are here because that's what they do better than anything else. They're out here to troll us, and they are just part of the game. So number 4 is you will have haters, and they will say some of the most rank, nasty, awful things directly to your face. Well, not to your face, but like they will just type them right on your page with their government name there, their picture and everything else. They don't even care. They just want to tell you, or they want to tell me how my boobs are fake. They aren't. How my makeup is ridiculous and I wear way too much makeup. Duh, like I don't know that. That I have blush blindness. That I'm admitting that. Like, put me in a 12-step over this blush. What else? My hair is ratchet. Oh, and the one as a 50 and older YouTuber, of course, that I get all the time is that you're old, you're washed up, what are you doing? Somebody come get their grandma, all of that stuff. And honestly, I think it's hilarious. I love hate comments. I'm literally saving them all up so that I can do a video on all my hate comments. I mean, just the nerve and the guts and the mental capacity or the mental incapacity that it takes to go on a stranger's social media and type something so mean and evil mystifies me. What do you have against my winged liner so much that you have to bring it up, that you have to take the time out of your day to type something about my crooked ass liner that doesn't match ever? I know, I have a mirror, I see it. I know I look crazy and I love it. Obviously, I'm putting myself out there. So here's the thing about haters. Freaking brush them off. I literally brush them off. If you put yourself out there on the internet, you're going to get comments. It is what it is. Kind of enjoy it. Just laugh at it because I know these babies are real. Next. All right. Number 5, let's talk brand deals. This is such a cool part of being a YouTuber that you will just get approached out of nowhere for brand deals. Or you'll reach out to someone and say, hey, I've been using your product for years and I love it. Let's do a collab. And they'll literally get back with you. And you're like, oh my God, little old me. And I have been approached by lots and lots of brands, which is, I am so grateful for that. I can't even explain. But a lot of those are absolute shit. They really are. Most of the brand deals that are out there are pay to play, kind of. They want to give you free stuff, but they want you to pay shipping. And that shipping is like $40. So you're literally just asking me to buy the product and do a review on it. You know, like I could have done that without you. That is something that I did not know, that there's a little bit of this like shadiness with the brand deals, you know? So some of those brand deals aren't all they're cracked up to be. I would say it's about half and half, you know, and that's pretty good odds, you know, that at least half of the people that reach out to you have reached out to me have been awesome and genuine, and I love their products. Just so many great brand deals that I have been approached by have been legit, but make no mistake, the shadiness is out there and they come for the new YouTubers, right? Because they think you don't know what's going on and you're just excited to hear from a brand. So if you are starting a YouTube channel, watch out for those shady brand deals. Don't pay your hard-earned money to promote someone else. No, that's not what we do. Not on this day right here. No. Next. All right, number 6, editing. Editing is where the magic happens, but is also where all of your time disappears. Yeah, editing is everything. It really is. I mean, we record all this raw footage. Think about when I'm doing a vlog and I'm out and about and I'm just like, half the time the camera's just on me looking at vegetables and dumb stuff, you know? And I've got to cut that stuff out and make sure that everything flows great and feels like a video that I would want to watch myself. I would start editing and look up and it is 4 hours later. That's a lot of time. I am not perfect and neither are my videos. So that makes sense to me that I would have fun instead of reaching for that perfection. You know, I'm not Michael Bay, okay? Like, I'm not trying to take this to Sundance, okay? We're not trying to win the film festival. I just want to create a good vlog. So what I did was I stuck to the basics, okay? So in the beginning, learn the basics of editing That's what I did. And I really stuck to the basics instead of like, well, I got to learn how to add this and add a bunch of stop motion. And, oh, I saw something cool in someone's video. I have to learn how to do that and add that in the editing process. So my advice to any new YouTuber would be to stick to the basics or learn the basics of editing in the beginning or start to outsource early. I know a lot of people outsource their editing. I actually really enjoy it now, but there are plenty of people who can edit for you. So if you feel like you've interviewed someone enough to get your vibe, give it a try an editor, or keep it simple. So for editing, for me, not to waste 4 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours sometimes every week editing, keep it simple or get an editor. Next. All right, number 7, thumbnails and hooks matter more than the actual video. It's sad, but it is true. People click your video for thumbnails. And it's all they get to see, right? The thumbnails and the subject line. So, I used to really hate YouTubers that had subject lines or hooks that were kind of a little bit clickbaity, like, this saved my life, so dramatic. Like my last video was like, skincare that changed the game. I mean, it was good for me, but it's not like, my whole life was changed. But the hook and the thumbnail really are the key to getting the clicks. Let's just say that I've got a vlog that's 30 minutes, but people are watching consistently only 4 minutes of it. That means that I am not as engaging as I need to be right away for them to see the good part in the end, or where I think the meat of the video is. So I really spend a lot of time thinking about my thumbnails. Now, my thumbnails, I've decided, are just really, really clean. I like a thumbnail that just has me on it because the video is just gonna be me and the subject that I'm talking about in kind of a little bit of an exciting way. I'm really not trying to clickbait people with my thumbnails. And I think my videos would do better if I was a little more clickbaity and fibbed a little more in my hook about what you're gonna see. And if my thumbnail was more those you see those thumbnails where everyone's like, and we're like, this is the best lipstick that has ever been invented. Actually, this one is, y'all know. That's my favorite lipstick. Yeah, if I exaggerated a little more, I think my videos would do a little better. So those thumbnails, man, that's everything. Again, Milo again. Thank you. I thought he was trying to come in again. It's like, you're in or you're out, cat. Get in. He's back in. I can't. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Are you good? Okay. All right, y'all. Number 8. YouTube is a business, not a hobby. Whoa. There's taxes, LLCs, sponsorships that you have to do on time. You have to send invoices for payment, all that stuff. Now, YouTube can just be a hobby. And for me, it did start as a creative outlet and a hobby, but I always knew or hoped that, it would turn into a little more. I would get brand deals or sponsorships from things I loved and get to share them more with you guys. But that stuff is actual work. Especially if YouTube is not your full-time job. Like me, YouTube is not my full-time job. I own a uniform manufacturing company, a whole sewing factory here in Dallas. If you are lucky enough to get a sponsorship, they give you a brief that is if you think your boss gives you instructions and gives you an assignment or a brief, it is nothing compared to what these brands do. I mean, it is literally you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this by this time, sign the contract. So yeah, it's a real business. Did I say taxes? I think that's the first thing I said. Yes, taxes. Do not forget that. You're going to have to pay taxes on this stuff too, because they'll come and get you. They sure will. So yeah, if you want to start YouTube as a hobby, fantastic. If it turns into a business for you, even better. Just be prepared that if you do want to have sponsorships and things like that, it's going to turn into a business pretty quickly. And I'm happy about that. Very, very grateful. Okay, next. Y'all, Number 9, very important. The comparison game will eat you alive. Don't do it. At first, I was definitely comparing myself to other YouTubers. I would look at their numbers and their growth and just the time they've been on YouTube and compare everything to me, the other YouTubers and their looks and what they were showing. Like, oh, they're showing so much designer stuff and I'm showing Amazon stuff and all those kind of things. When my path is my path, and my path is also very different than a lot of the women I watch on YouTube. My channel and my story is 50 plus, right? And that is a completely different segment of YouTube than some others, than, commentary channels or news channels. All of our paths are different, and mine is unique and special. And so it's special to me and special to the people that follow me. So definitely the comparison game is a losing game. So I decided to stop scrolling other creators' numbers and just stop looking at it, period. I compare myself to my last video and the video before that and how I've grown since I started. And for me, after a year, having 11,000 plus subscribers is mind-blowing. I am thrilled. I'm so excited. And I know other YouTubers who have 1 million subscribers after a year and some who have 200 after a year. So what does that tell you? Nothing, right? It's trying to figure out the algorithm and all that stuff. It's endless, and it can be very, very discouraging and frustrating in the beginning. That's why I stopped it. So if you are starting a YouTube channel, don't be like me. Don't even start that comparison game. Just be authentic and let it come as it comes. Next! And y'all, last but definitely not least, the real win is not subscribers. It's creating a person that I can respect. Tara at 50. I started scared, doubting everything. Should I do this? Who the hell do I think I am? I'm too old and washed up to be out there trying to be an influencer. Just a million different things in my head. But I went for it and I did it anyway. And because of that, now I'm showing up as someone who is raw, real. I'm building something real, and I'm helping women feel less alone. I'm helping myself feel less alone. I love it when I share something that I think I'm the only girl in the world dealing with this. And then the girls in the comments or my DMs are like, yup, me too. Yup, I feel you. And so if I had 2 million subscribers and none of them engaged and none of them cared, I don't know what that would feel like. But I do know what it feels like to have 11,000 people choose to subscribe to me and really care and build a community around what I have to say. For me, the real win how I feel a whole year later is not based on my subscriber numbers. It's based on Milo's Tale and the feeling I get that I'm still loving it. I'm still excited every single week to bring something new of what I've learned or what I want to share that week with my subscribers. And that's real, that's raw, that's authentic, and that is the girl I've always wanted to be. So I feel like a big old winner no matter how many subscribers I have. I am so grateful for this platform and for every single one of you who have chosen to follow me this last year. Yeah, I hope we do grow. I do want to grow. So tell a friend, tell a relative, because my friends and relatives ain't watching. Y'all know, y'all already know that, which is fine because y'all are watching me and I love y'all. Thank you so much for this wonderful year. I love you all and I will see you next week. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That's what I haven't done on the channel in a while. I haven't done any of my terrible singing. Just write down in the comments if you want me to bring the terrible singing back because I have not been torturing y'all's eardrums like I really want to. That's going to be the hit. That's what's going to take me to next level. More bad singing coming next week. I love you guys. Mwah.